This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday here in the morning sprint. Olivia Roberts has details about that high-stakes summit between President Biden and Russian President Putin, and Mark Peterson is tracking our midweek forecast. But first, to Destiny Richards, who's been following breaking news on the Spokane River.
We have the Spokane County Sheriff's Office here this morning, and they confirmed that there's a truck that is submerged here in the river. We also have the dive team that's working on the recovery right now. There is a tow truck on the way. The dive team also said they don't believe anyone is in the truck, but we're still working to find out more information as to what happened.
All right, taking a look at the First Alert weather, and that weather app is available. It's going to show a lot of heat. No recipes for barbecue, however. The four things you need to know: sunny and warmer, winds are going to be light. It is going to be a warming trend that's starting today all the way into next week, and it's going to be dry all the way through the weekend. So that is going to be the continued trend. Today, though, mild, 74 degrees. That's about an average high for this time of year. We'll have low to mid 70s throughout much of North Idaho and northeastern Washington.
Well, nearly 100 animals have been rescued from a home in Kellogg, Idaho. The owner was evicted and left the animals alone for 4 days. The Kootenai Humane Society says the conditions were deplorable. It took in 66 dogs and 4 cats from Shoshone Animal Rescue. 5 pregnant dogs and the young puppies went to foster care. 2 dogs died in Kellogg, and the rest are at a vet's office. At the moment, space is a little tight at Kootenai Humane. The dogs are believed to be between 3 weeks and 8 years old. Many of them are Yorkies, Terriers, or Chihuahuas. Most of those dogs will be up for adoption in about a week. Keep an eye on their website to see when that happens. Authorities in Alabama are investigating another deadly workplace shooting, this one in a fire hydrant factory in Albertville, called the fire hydrant capital of the world. Police say 34-year-old Andreas Horton pulled out a handgun and started shooting, killing 2 people and wounding 2 others. The victims were identified as Michael Dobbins and David Horton, who had no known relation to the suspect. In a rare unanimous vote, the U.S. Senate passed a bill to establish Juneteenth as a federal holiday. The bill designates June 19, 2021 as Juneteenth Independence Day. It's in recognition of June 19, 1865, the date of which news of the end of slavery reached slaves in southwestern states. It still needs approval from the House before being signed by the president.
Well, breaking news from around the world: President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin have finished the first round of their high-stakes summit. 2 more sessions are planned this afternoon, with the leaders to be joined by their aides and translators. The 2 are inside this 18th century manor house in Geneva, Switzerland. They'll spend the next 4 to 5 hours here discussing everything from election interference to cyber attacks. Each leader will end the day with a press conference. Now, this is President Biden's first face-to-face conversation with Putin since being elected president, and it comes as relations between the 2 countries are at what could be their lowest point since the Cold War. Both sides have played down expectations for any major breakthroughs today, but they have stressed the need to restore more stable relationships between the 2 countries.
Well, Washington is on the verge of reopening. The state's 70% vaccination goal is now well within reach. 67% of people 16 and older have now had their first shot of the COVID vaccine, putting the state on track to reopen ahead of June 30th. People younger than 40 account for 55% of Spokane County's new COVID cases in the last 2 weeks, and that's why the Spokane Regional Health District has pushed all sorts of messaging to those age groups. The health district says mobile clinics and events are the most effective way to reach the rest of people who aren't vaccinated in eastern Washington. A focus on those mobile clinics is a reason the health department is ending the mass vaccination site here at the Spokane Arena. Since its opening in January, more than 75,000 Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccines have been given out at the arena. The site's last date, though, is tomorrow. Before it closes down, though, you can still get vaccinated there tonight during another vaccine happy hour. It's happening from 5 to 7. You can get a Johnson & Johnson vaccine along with free food, giveaway drawings including tickets to a Jason Aldean concert, and photo ops with mascots from the Spokane Chiefs and Shock. Today, the Washington Lottery will be contacting the winners of this week's vaccine giveaways, including the second winner of $250,000. 250 vaccinated people in Washington were chosen yesterday. If you were one of them, expect a call from a 253 area code today. You have 17 hours to claim your prize. We'll check weather next.